All right, everybody. So we fixed our production issues for the most part. I mean, we still got low production, but we've got it back up and going again. Now we're going to do something that is, I'm pretty certain, going to at least temporarily completely kill our production, which is to go ahead and do these other materials that we've got get set up. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do the bronze. It's going to be pretty simple and easy to do the bronze for the most part. It just needs tin ingots and copper ingots, and we're making both of these. So we're going to go ahead and grab this as a blueprint, and then we're going to go ahead and snag this up and take it on up and install it. So we don't really need a lot of bronze because we're not ready for red belts yet. We're not ready for fast inserters yet, that sort of thing. And that's primarily what bronze is used for. It's used for red belts, red underground, etc., etc. It's used for the fast inserters. So we don't need a lot of bronze, but we might as well get it set up, get it started. So we're going to go up here, and we are not currently putting tin ingots or copper ingots on the bus. We are making them, but we are not putting them on the bus. So here is tin right here, and copper is right down here. So we're just going to snag a line out from each of these, and I think what we're going to do is we're just going to put our bronze like somewhere up here, and we're just going to belt in the stuff that we need for that. We're going to put down a steel chest. Again, like I say, we don't really need a lot of bronze, so I don't think I'm going to put it on the bus for now. We will just start collecting it. So first thing we need is tin, and tin is being made here and here, so we need to figure out how to get some tin out of this. And I think what we're going to do is maybe we will come, say, here, and can we fit one in there? I think we can fit one in there that we can also go that way, and then we'll jump undergrounds. Well, you know, that lined up nicely. And I'm not going to double up this belt simply because, like I say, we don't need a lot of this. So just what we get is going to be what we're going to get, I think is how we're going to work this. So there's the tin. Now we just need the copper. And we'll do generally the same thing here, I think. Can we go 1, 2, 3? Yeah, I think we can go. If we take out these two poles, that's going to kill our copper production for a second here. So there's the inserter belt. Okay, that'll work, I think. Yep, that'll work, because we will just do this. There we go. And we'll get rid of that. And then we'll do a belt for this one. Those. And that should cover everybody there. So then it's just a matter of bringing this out and bringing it up where we need it. which we don't need to go that way with it. We can actually go straight up from there. And again, I think I'm only going to do this on one side of the belt. Can we reach that far? No, we can't. Okay. There we go. And there we go. Right, and then that's going to give us our copper, and this should, oh, ha, we are in the wrong spot. We want to be there and there, but that's okay. We will just long reach both of these. Problem solved, right? Yep, there we go. Okay, so now we just need to power everybody. And it's 6 tin and 18 copper, so that'll work pretty well. And then that's going to give us our bronze. Alright, so bronze is good to go. Now for the part that is going to absolutely kill our production. We're going to go down here and make these other ones. Now, these other ones need the same ore as all the other stuff we're already making. And this is the mess we would have to try and squeeze it into. And that's going to be a nightmare. So, my thought process is this. Let's go down here. Let's blueprint off each of these. Okay? And then we'll talk about what we're going to do with this. And we want to get rid of this right here, because that's not part of our process. So there's one. There's our two. And here is our third process. All right, so let's go ahead and pick these all up. Now the one plus to this is that this process is going to make, along with the new stuff, is going to make some things that we need. So we will be at least getting some production out of this towards our other materials. But overall, I think this is going to slow our production way down, because what we're going to do is, rather than try to squeeze these in up there, we're going to move them down by themselves. And we're going to tap into the mineral sludge, bring the mineral sludge down, and use the mineral sludge. But that's going to take away from our other process. So then we're going to be, hurting on the mineral sludge a little bit. But in the next coming episodes, we're going to take care of that, because what we're going to do is we are going to start doing our crystal sludge and what have you. The other thing we're looking at doing is, because we will soon have artillery, is I'm going to start opening up a new area, and we're going to increase these 2 sludge productions and make a sludge production area and a crystal sludge production area, and really kind of start pumping out these sludges so that we can get this mineral situation taken care of. But in the interim, we're going to tap into this line and start bringing sludge down and start making it. Now, I'd like to put it here, but we got all this ungodly mess of piping already in here. Once we get this done, we can come back, and this is going to start to get organized and things like that, I guess. But we got to get the basics on it started first. So what we're going to do is we're going to come down here, and this is not going to be the most efficient or neatest or anything else, but that's okay, because we don't need it to be. These 3 items are, they're gold, cobalt, or they're gold, titanium, and uranium. We don't need a lot of them right now. We're not using them right now, but I want to get them started. So let's look at which one is going to take up. These 2, I think, can both fit in this section. So let's look where that line is, and I think it lines up right about there somewhere. All right, so let's say right about there, right? Let's move it over 1 just to be safe. We can always put a pipe in. So there's our first one. And we'll line up. We'll give them some room because we got some stuff that's got to come in and come out. So we'll do that one there. And then this last one, because it's got some additional processes that have got to go, we'll put it on the other side of those pipes. And that'll be that, right? Okay. So let us, first things first, snake our mineral sludge or whatever it is down here so that we can start tapping into it. And like I say, this is where it's going to kill our production because we're taking away from this up here. And you can see some of it is already only a little bit at a time. So that is definitely going to start to take away some of our production. But again, we will work towards fixing that between bringing geodes into the mix and not quite everything else. We will hopefully be able to start increasing this considerably. All right, there we go. And again, this is not going to give us much, but it'll get us going. All right. so then we need to bring in, what do we need to bring in? We need to bring in purified water, right? Oh, we're still not done laying stuff down. All right, so we're going to need purified water there. We're going to need purified water there. We're going to need sulfuric acid here. Sulfuric acid here. This is going to need chlorine. And then this is going to come out with sulfuric wastewater and geodes. But sulfuric wastewater, and this is going to be sulfuric wastewater out, which those are already on the bus. So we need purified water, sulfuric acid, and chlorine. This is going to need purified water, sulfuric acid, and chlorine. So if we bring those three over, or up, kind of almost equidistance. Let's bring them up. All right, so we're going to bring up purified water, sulfuric acid, and chlorine. So purified water, sulfuric acid, and chlorine. Now, purified water looks like we're running a little low on it. Sulfuric acid and chlorine as well. So we'll have to up those productions at some point. All right, so this one is purified water. And we'll just bring them all up close. And then we can pick and choose from up there. All right. Yeah. I want to put one space between them, I think. Just so that it'll make it a little easier. We don't have to worry about accidentally touching things to things or something. All right, let's go get sulfuric acid. All right, so sulfuric acid for all of them has to come here. Oh, is that chlorine gas? No, that's lube. That's lube. Okay. So chlorine gas has basically got to come all of these at the same spot. So let's do this. Right, so that'll be chlorine, sulfuric acid. Crap. Well, I tried to line it up right. Okay. All right, so there we go. So sulfuric acid, we got it there. We got it there. And we got it there. All right, purified water. The same kind of deal with purified water. And then what is this coming out of here? That is also purified water. So we can actually add that into our purified water, right? So if we do this to ensure that it's outputting it, and that it's not building up that way. So there's purified water. And there's purified water. Okay, so purified water comes up, goes in there, comes up, goes in there, and then this one also needs purified water. So if we come down, gotta jump one more. Right? Then we can, so we got purified water, purified water, purified water. Okay. Then we just got to bring in our chlorine. And that goes here and here. All right. All right, so there's our chlorine, right? So there's chlorine there and chlorine there. Now we got to get rid of mineralized water and sulfuric wastewater and sulfuric wastewater. And what if we come right about there with that? Not quite. So right there. Because then we can go right. So that's out. And that's out. And bring this one this way. I got to throw a pump on this somewhere, but that we don't have a pump right now. I'll have to put one in. That's no big deal. Right? Sulfuric wastewater. Okay, so let's go back and take a look at this. See if we got everything. We'll have to make a pump. We'll put a pump in here to make sure that this takes away. All right, so we got that coming in. That's going to crush. And it'll go over here. So these are the things we got to bring out. We'll bring these out into chests. We'll probably make these bigger chests. And then that's got to go up and that's got to go over. And then same thing with this. This is going to be what? Iron, copper, silicone, nickel, and titanium. So the titanium's going to go across. So the iron, copper, silver, and nickel are going to go up there. This is going to be copper, iron, silver, tin. So silver and silicone. All right, so we'll have to route those up. And then this one is going to be, oh, we got mineralized water coming off of this one, don't we? And interestingly enough, even though we're using mineralized water in a number of places, we still don't have mineralized water on the bus, on the fluid bus. So let us bring it over, put it on the bus, and later we will hook in. I will go around off camera and I will add connections to wherever we're doing mineralized water so that we can now share in the wealth. Figures. All right. Let's do this. Let's do this. I'll pick that up in a minute. right? So that will put mineralized water on the fluid bus. It's fluids and gases, but it's pipes, so I'm just going to refer to it as fluid. All right, so then looks like we're going to need to start adding to our fluid bus at some point as well. Which is okay. I got a whole bunch of undergrounds. We can add to it. That was the whole purpose of making it. How we doing? Not too bad. Half hour. Okay, so that's our Gazinta. We've got that coming in, that coming in. That will make that. Which will help with that process. Now, we may run into the same issue where we're not making enough of this sodium nitrate. We may have to make it a different way. We'll see. But this is gold. I'm not super concerned with making a lot of gold right now. We are going to need it. We're going to need it for blue circuits. Because we're going to need somewhere in here. Yeah, there it is. Gilded copper wire, which is going to be copper wire with gold on it. So we are going to need it to make our blue circuits. But right now, we're just going to start making it. All right, so there's that one. And then we just got to run these lines out, which for now I'm just going to put 2 belts to each of them just to see if this is working and producing. We'll do the same thing up here. We'll put 2 belts. Although what I could do, we could just do this. That way there is no backup. Because we don't know which of these is going to come out faster. We'll just put one here as well for now. We'll do the same thing up here. Put one here as well for now. All right, so this one's got, that's coming in, that's coming in, that's coming in. All right, so we're going to need fuel. We're going to need fuel for this guy. Right? And we're going to need fuel for this guy and for here. All right, we got the water. So we need to bring down a what you call it? We need to bring down a charcoal line. Right? We want to do the same thing here. So that's going to come up. Okay, there. And we can just do that right there. And bring that over and down right there. So that gives that the charcoal, that the fuel. This guy is going to have those two come out. And those guys come out. And stone. So I think we got all of that, right? Okay, I think we have all of the inputs. We may need to add some more inserters or whatever. Not too worried about that. All right. Need some more telephone pole. Oh, some more small poles. Before we get this going. Do we have any more on hand? We don't. Let's grab those because we know we're going to have to put them back into the system. Let's grab some small poles. You know, it's funny. I can't remember my car keys half the time. I can't remember where my glasses are. But I can certainly remember where in this factory things are made. For the most part. I mean, I have to occasionally go looking for something. But generally speaking, I can seem to remember where everything is made in the factory. But I can't remember my name from day to day. All right. So, we're going to put, just for now, we'll do that there. Right? And let's get this stuff powered up. So that should cover all of those guys. And all of those guys. Right. All right. And then let's try the same thing here. Will that reach them? Yes, it will. And we just need a little one here. All right, so let's see if this is making. So far we got that to that. that's making that. This takes 8 of these. All right, and then we're going to have our uranium ore, and it takes 10, so but we know it's going there, so that's working. All right, so this one is doing the crushing. Oh, it's not doing the crushing because we didn't tell it to crush. All right, so then that's crushing, giving us that. I saw it flip over to here, and again this is going to require 8, so it looks like it's processing the 8. This is going to require 24. Holy, well, that's going to be a while. We'll just keep an eye on it, but that'll do 24, and it'll give us eventually titanium tetrachloride, which will give us that. And then that, right? Because that's got all its stuff. That's got that. So that'll take that and make it into that and make it into that. All right, so that one's going to be working. This one, this is, like I said, this mineral sludge is going to be sucking hind tit at this point, but that's okay. That's going to be crushed rubyite. So then that's going to give us that, which this needs sodium nitrate, and the sodium nitrate, there it comes from this process here. So this is what I'm saying. I may have to make additional sodium nitrate. Let's see how we do that. A silver nitrate, sodium nitrate, craft. There is only one way to craft it, and that's nitric wastewater. All right, and how do we craft nitric wastewater? Is going to be brown liquor and sodium hydroxide, or nitric wastewater barrels, or crushed rubyite nitric wastewater. So we're kind of going to be limited right now because we're not making this brown liquor stuff. Yeah, so this is gonna be our source for it for a little while. All right, that's fine. So this is where we're gonna slow up our process here. But this is going to give us our rubyite chunks. How much acid does that give us each time? 1 is going to give us 5, so it's not going to be terrible, I guess. Oh, so that's going to go there. Not that that's going to do us much. We got to wait for this. That's going to go there. All right. But that should give us that. We know it's going to there. Okay. So then this is going to give us, that's going to give us the rubyite crystals. And we know it's making the sodium nitrate, which means we know it's going to make nitric acid. So then that's going to go out the different places and make our gold. All right, guys. So I think we got it hooked up. It's just a matter of now we are really going to suck hind tit on this mineral sludge. So the next few episodes, we have to work on getting this mineral sludge being produced. Minor stuff. In the meantime, our artillery is almost done. So off camera, one of the things I did is I set up explosive cannon shells. I think is what they're called. Explosive cannon shells. Because we need those in order to make our artillery shells. We need 3 of those and 8 explosives for 1 artillery shell. So I wanted to get them started. So we are making those, and we will be able to make artillery shells, which will allow us to start expanding. We're going to expand again so that we can start taking care of this mineral sludge that we need to take care of. It's going to take a little while for that to process through the artillery. I'm probably going to let this run and go through and make some improvements in various places. I'm slowly but surely upgrading all of the assemblers and things like that. I'm going to need to add to the fluid bus and make this connection on the fluid bus. So we will all do, I'm going to do all of that off camera. We got some more down here that we've got to do the upgrades on. So we'll continue to march on that, but we'll do it off camera while this starts to kind of cook through its process. And while the artillery clicks off. Once we have the artillery, we can start clearing some of this ground or water or ocean or whatever you want to call it. And then we can start working on this. So for right now, we're at a waiting point. We need to wait on our artillery, and then we'll go from there. All right, guys. So there we go. We got more metal running. All right. Talk to you later. Bye.